Hi everyone. Please let me know if in the chat if I'm live. I have no idea if I will be able to do this tour due to many things, many issues, mostly with connectivity. I didn't plan anything ahead. I actually planned to have a, I would say not a detox, no, not a detox from the social media or my work. No, I'm here for work, but still, I'm still keeping it sort of a secret, just not mentioning where I am. So as long as I don't see anything on the chat, oh, Gregory, you're here. Very lively. It is. Wait, before I show you this. This is lovely. This is spectacular, magnificent, breathtaking. I have no words. I am totally in love with the place where I am. I am here for the first time. It took me 4 hours to get here. 4 hours on 2 trains from Ashkelon, where I live. Hi, Cheryl. Lovely view. Absolutely. And look what's there ahead of us. So I just want to give you some space, for your imagination, and maybe you might guess. I'm sure actually you can easily guess where I am once you see a fortress walls like this, and a minaret at the back, and a lot of sandstone, and the sea, the Mediterranean, and the ships. Well, we'll see. What do you think? Where do you think I am? The reason, sorry, I need to readjust a little bit my camera. 'Cause the reason I'm not even sure whether you can hear me well because of the wind. It's good for me that I actually took my microphone with me. I always take it with me. It's just occupational hazards. I grab my gimbal almost everywhere I go, and my headset and everything. A couple of power banks as well. Yeah, that's why my bag is always really heavy. Oh, let's move a little. Beverly, you think it's Echo? Any other ideas? Well, just in case. Where are you? Well, you're facing west. Good, good for you. And I'm by the Mediterranean, and I'm 4 hours by train or by car. Actually, pretty much the same, depending on the traffic, away from Ashkelon where I live, and seeing all the ships over there, like big cargo ships. Oh, I can zoom in. I totally forgot that I can't zoom in. And also seeing the, well, let's say, reminiscent of Crusader architecture, also with Muslim minarets at the back. Beverly, you are very right. I am in Akko. I am in Akko, and I am in love. The moment I set my foot in the old city, I fell in love with it. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Jim. I'm so happy you managed to join. I've been thinking of you today, by the way. And I don't know, this hasn't happened to me before. Um, yes, exactly. All of this is a surprise, even to me. I never, I didn't plan this tour. I, I just thought like there are so many DMs. Like Anna, where are you? A business trip? Have you got a new job? Are you running tours already, many questions like that. So I decided, okay, well, how about a golden hour tour? Explaining everything since like, I started this mess with the questions. You should see my DMs on my Facebook mostly, but even on Instagram, which where I'm not exactly super active. Hold on a moment, I need a sip of water. And also on moments like this, I do think that while I'm showing you the setting sun, I should just stop talking. Sometimes I just really have no thoughts. When I look at this, my mind gets absolutely empty. Anyway, so I decided to do this tour to answer all these questions and share with you the experience. Plus, I haven't been really much on YouTube, and I kind of think I should be here more often. Even though all my tours, which I've been doing really actively, I do it on Zoom. It is cooler by the water. I'm already grilled by now. I've used up uh, another bottle of sunscreen today. I'm already grilled because of I'm so short of time. I will explain. I had to be really like I had to be outside even in the afternoon at around like 35 centigrade because I never have time. So why am I here? Okay, let's do it like this. So let me explain a few things over here. I am not running any tours in Israel, like in-person tours. I'm not allowed to, and I don't want any trouble, so I'm not running any tours. So I'm not here to do a tour. However, I am here to prepare my content for my virtual tours video. Of course, it's not feasible for me to come here for a live tour because, well, it's 4 hours time. You never know about the tips. So that's why I thought this would be actually I would say, a more interesting way to do things, to pre-record like several tours. So now I should tell you that I have about 3 hours, like solid 3 hours of footage of different, sorry, locations in Akko, including underground stuff. A lot of places where there is just no signal, and I'm not even sure. Like now, I'm just about to come closer to the citadel walls, and I'm not sure whether I'm gonna have a signal at all. So all of this is not planned. It hasn't been pre-planned, and the reason I'm also here is not just because, well, I was just bored, like Catherine the Great, flipping through magazines, and I just, put my finger like anywhere on the map of Israel, said, okay, I'm going there. No, you know that I studied to be a tour guide, and tomorrow my group we have a study tour in Akko, and I've been wanting to come to Akko since day one because I know about Akko. I am like before today, I was like virtually in love with Akko. Um, well, because I know about it from your medieval literature, from the well, Crusader times. I love. I've watched. I don't know, hours and hours of documentaries about the Crusades, and Akko is one of the places you want to be taking your tourists to, or you want to be taking yourself to if you are into Crusader history, because it used to be one of the strongholds, one of the capitals for a while after Jerusalem kingdom fell here for the Crusaders, and the architecture here speaks for itself. I'm totally in love. I'm mind blown. It's absolute jaw dropping location. Let me see the chat. Um, yeah, exactly. Sorry, that's not what I wanted to do. Very good. Okay, so enough of my face. I just wanted to explain myself. So since I know that I knew that tomorrow we're going to Akko, I thought that would be a very very wise thing to do to come here beforehand and then also study, prepare some videos, uh, go on tours, and then study with my group next day, and then leave with my group on a comfortable, shuttle bus on a couch. And so here I am. Luckily, my husband supported me in this. Hi, KL. Good to see you. KL, Rahul. Hello, hello, hello. Okay, enough of my face. I'm doing good. I'm actually super good. Beverly, you were here exactly 60 years ago and took a photo of that sunset. Oh my goodness. I'm in Israel. I am in Israel in the, I would say, a very, very northern part of Israel in the city of Akko on the shore of the Mediterranean Sea. Here I am, even though I've been living in Israel for already over a year, I haven't visited Akko before because it's really far. I mean, Israel is a very small country, a very, very small country, but um, there is like so much to see in other uh, in uh, in all the areas. And for a 4 hour trip on two trains, it actually all of a sudden really looks like a challenge. Okay, so I just hidden the messages from this. Okay, hold on a second. And reported. Very good. So, oh, that's a really really nice shot, right? Okay, so I'm not going to give you, the fully fledged, history tour that I always do, even though I really want to, and I already, have learned enough about the place to for a number of tours. Because we studied Crusaders, we studied so many things. So we've been studying many things. But tomorrow I will have learned even a lot more. So I don't want to really rush, but I want to sort of tease you in a meaning well about the future tours, just to show you how much ACO actually has to offer. At any moment, we might lose connection because I'm now standing. I'm not passing by a very very thick wall from the Ottoman period, and they'll ask me, "Hey Anna, you just mentioned Crusaders." Well, Crusaders were, in 1099 the first crusade actually came and conquered Jerusalem. And the Crusaders, and well, you all know this, but I just need to mention it again. They came here to return the holy Christian sites to Christians from Muslims who had been here by that time for several centuries, since early 7th century. Plus, one of the like Arab Muslim dynasties who ruled, the Fatimids, they actually well started a huge mass and crisis for um, for Islam for a while, for a very short period, but still it did well stir up some trouble. Well, they destroy well the Church of the Holy Sepulchre was destroyed. I'm taking it here for a reason. We are on what used to be a sort of a dungeon. Well, not a dungeon, but what's the word? It slipped my mind. Bastion, bastion. That's the word. From the bastions, they have special lookout posts, and you can see the sea really close by. but because of the thick walls, there is no sound. There is no this well huge noise from the wind that distorts my microphone. That's why I'm really enjoying being here. But I'm looking for the sun, and it looks like it's here. Oh my goodness, breathtaking! It's absolutely breathtaking. Absolutely, absolutely. Symptoms. I'm happy you're enjoying it. Oh my goodness, please somebody take a screenshot and share it on the Facebook group. I don't know, just everybody should see this. I don't know. I'm being a bit yeah, I'm being overly emotional. I know, but I just fell in love with the One More City, and every city. Well, not every city you fall in love with, right? And like to every city you have your attitude. It's like a person. To different person have different feelings, right? Different attitude, different relationships. So I've never had anything like this before. I love Jaffa. Okay, there was a lot of Ottoman architecture and also some history of crusades. Jerusalem. Oh my goodness! I'm not even talking about Jerusalem, but that's different. That's different kind of love. Oh, you know what? Like fantastic people. I actually have this section like a tree farm. Like I have a tripod and I can extend it. Yeah, it's a sea bastion. Exactly. Gregory. That's the bastion, and I can do like this. I'm safe. I hope you're not dizzy, but I want you to see this. The elements, the sea is absolutely ferocious. It's a really windy day, really bumpy waves, and I'm also here to show you that look at those stones here. They were brought here by the Ottomans in 18th and 19th century. They used the constructions from the Crusader period. I will mention it. Like I know I'm not being will I say within the chronology here. I am sort of happy. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Okay, so let's move on. There is so much more I want to share, and I don't mean for this tour to last for 90 minutes. Actually, no, I have some other plans as well, some more footage to make, and then to share it also with you on my Zoom. So what was I talking about? I'm so sorry. I'm so lightheaded today. Not in the working mode, no. So what I was talking about? What was I talking about? Ah, yes. Okay. So about the Crusaders. So the Crusaders came to restore the control of the Christian holy sites in the Holy Land, and to rebuild the Church of the Holy Sepulchre. And that did happen. It was all good, and the Kingdom of Jerusalem lasted for up until 1187. But at that time, another powerful, another power also coming from the Muslim world uh, emerged, and their agenda was to take it all away from the Crusaders, and again, restore the control, regain the control of the lands. That's why there was a period when the Crusaders failed. I want to do it first. I want to do it first. Well, anyway, thank you. This is a VIP spot, and if you're interested, this is exactly the spot where I took my selfie in the morning. That selfie that caused this much stir up on my DMs. Am I still here? Please let me know in the chat because I really have no idea where. I'm like, okay, a couple times it happened, like everything just shut down, and then I knew I was in big time trouble. But now, like everything works to me. I just don't know where you can see and hear anything at all. Still here. Very good. Thank you so much. So for 3 years, actually, the Crusaders lost the control of the Holy Land, but then they returned and they managed to get some lands back, but not Jerusalem. So, and the Akko that had actually been fort for by now like 4,000 years. Can you imagine? 4 years, 4,000 years. It has been a fort, and at time of the Crusaders, it also was a fort. So the most Crusaders, well, of course, they at first they came for Jaffa Fort, and then they when the Mamluks were there, they could not come, and they opted for other ports. So they opted for Akko, and yeah, they got the control of Akko, and this is where they would start building their kingdom. It's like called the Second Crusader Kingdom. Don't confuse it with the number of crusades, but we're not going into it now. I'm gonna spare you for now from this history. But the problem is that just the next century, in the end of the 13th century, the Crusader kingdom will fail under the onslaught of Mamluks. So that uh, uh, Arab, well, sort of a tribe of warriors, well, absolutely fierce ones. They came and they won, and that was basically it. The Akko, they well, they destroyed, of course, in order to take over the city, they had to destroy many fortifications of the Crusader times. And they did that, but it's not like the city was empty and there was nothing here. They just started, they just, well, for a while it wasn't neglected, and indeed was forsaken, and things would really go really bad really quickly. But then in the Ottoman times, and the Ottoman times is like 1517 and up until 1918, 1917, 1918, up until the end of the First World War and up until the troops of the British Army uh, entered Jerusalem. So it was in early 1918. So the Ottomans were under control of the Holy Land for 400 years. And Akko was the big center. Uh, Also, for example, here in the Ottoman times, in in the second half of the 18th century, under the rule of the Sultan Dakhar al-Omar, the Jews were actually asked to come and settle here. There was communities, there were Jewish communities, Christian communities as well, and the city was built gradually, and it was built on top of what was left from the Crusader times. I can't pass by. Sorry, I just passed by. Look at this. Beverly, I haven't gotten to that period yet on my narrative. I didn't watch the film, but narrative, and I have been to the prison. I just today I have been to that prison and I have the video. And tomorrow I've actually given a talk about the Zionists in that prison, and mainly Zev Jabotinsky. So I'm just still with I'm still somewhere in between the Crusaders and the Ottomans. So that is why on the on or like above the ground level, what we see is basically Ottoman time architecture, sandstone mostly. Monica, thank you so much for catching the live stream. Again, for those who just joined, I have no idea for how long I will be able to uh, to stay online because of the connectivity. I didn't test it. In some of the areas, indeed, there was like zero signal somewhere in the old city, and like I am now passing by one of their fortification walls, really thick, like a meter thick at least. So I have really no idea for how long I'll be here with you, but as long as I'm here, I'll carry on with the talk. Feel free to send in your questions. Um, so the recording, by the way, the recording of the live stream, I'm I'm planning to to keep it and actually to share it on my channel in like open access, which is good, I believe. It's also the you know this is what I love the most. I love the live stream tours. I like to be there on location, live walking tours. This is when I feel, I don't know, this is I know this is what I do best. I mean, I love pre-recorded tours, and they're convenient, and they give me opportunity to take you to the places where I cannot take you any other way, like underground tunnels or the cemetery hewn in the rocks in the Galilee. Of course, uh, I mean, Cindy, yeah, exactly, beautiful, just beautiful. Even if it's shabby, even if there are holes in the walls and there's like tiles missing, I don't know, it's still beautiful. I'm in love. That's it. I'm in love. That's it. Okay. Really, really, I'm being super lightheaded. I need to do something about it. And uh, no, really, what was I talking about? About the live stream. So that's why I will keep it. That's why, well, these emotions, right? So this is what I'm like. I know, like I'm being really really silly at the moment, but I'll keep it. I'll keep this video for because of this, right? Because of this precious moments, because of the sunset we're catching together, because of these, well, moments really. And since the tour is a very impromptu, very very unexpected, like even to me, um, I will keep it, just because of this special. Okay, so on top we see Ottoman architecture. We see actually two rows of fortress walls and the moat in between. Well, not now. You can't see it from here because this is the waterfront and there's only one wall, but there were more walls. Well, and by the way, thanks to the two walls built in the Ottoman times, Napoleon never took Akko, and it was his first major failure, and he would have to flee from the Holy Land as fast as possible because of those very interesting fortification constructions, uh, a lot largely inspired by crusaders, but of course done in the Ottoman times. So there's some trash, and I don't notice this, but I noticed the building over there. Look, just gorgeous. Don't worry, we will have a proper pre-recorded tour also, like, with a story about these buildings. But now my goal is to make sure I take it to the lighthouse as close as possible before the sun sets, or, well, at least before we have super lights uh, here around. And yeah, but underground archaeology, archaeologists have been able to find Crusader City that is like 900 years old. Fishermen. By the way, there's a lot of fish. Okay, let me cross the street here. And there is a citadel, a huge fortress, and obviously, like no signal, but I have a very long video. Yes, exactly, SL. Exactly. Yeah, I'll be taking that way. And on on the two upper floors, let's say, ground floors, not underground. There is a prison where, so this is what Beverly mentioned, where in the 20th century, the representatives of, well, the various Zionist movements were held by the British. Those were very, very stormy years of the British Mandate period. And the more I studied, the more connections, I find with my historic, with my sort of motherland. Obviously, okay, so you see connectivity is closer to the water. So Beverly, you're right. I'm just not bringing this up at the moment. I don't want to overload the tour groups, and Haganah is well just one of them, but there were many. It's like it was way more diverse, and Zionism is not just like one movement and one ideology for all the Jews. It was very complicated, but the impact of the Jews coming from the Russian Empire was great, and I'm planning also a series of tours about this, but I don't think I'll be doing it like very soon. Maybe in autumn, maybe we'll see. But here we are. The sun has already set, but we're still enjoying some lights, and this is when I believe the lighthouse looks the most beautiful. Just as I was exactly my worries were about the closer I'm coming to the old city, the worse the connectivity is. But I think that this has been a success because we've had the signal for 30 minutes, standing just next to the very, very thick walls, on top of a 9th century old Crusader constructions. We passed we from where we were, we couldn't see that citadel, but it's really, really close. And as I was walking, um, like it's quite were connections as well. And the I also have a few videos of the shuk of the market of Akko. And before coming here, I was thinking, is it like Jerusalem? So it's the city. It's the city. Oh, Monica, thank you so much for the coffee. Thank you so much. I shared the links in the description to the tour for my PayPal and for Buy Me a Coffee in case you feel like thanking me for this tour. But it's not like I did it, to earn some money. It's not about that. It's about just sharing the emotions. And well, it's sort of a bit of a. I think it's a really good enough teaser for my Aqua tours that I'm planning to be doing. I think in August, maybe September. We'll see, depending on the workload. There are many, many tours scheduled for July and August already. It's like, yeah, and more will be added like very soon. Also, we'll see. Also, Jerusalem is not going anywhere, and St. Petersburg is not going anywhere. Yeah. So, and I was thinking, is it like Jerusalem, mixed population, big Arab community, Jewish community, of course, and some Christians as well. There are some Christian sites here, but not like pilgrimage sites. Uh, that's why there are not this many tourists as in Jerusalem. So it's really not, I think, a good idea to actually um, you know, compare the cities for a number of reasons. Now that I'm here, I, I totally see why. It's absolutely, absolutely well, it's like, okay, not absolutely, but it has almost zero tourist vibes. Maybe just here in the old port with I would say pretty expensive diners and restaurants. But once you're in the old city, it's just the old city. It's just the market where everybody comes and everybody buys all kinds of stuff. It's 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 still a very, very local, very, very uh a true place. Still a bit of beaten. It's quite far, you know. I've been here for over a year, and I'm here for the first time. And many tourists, they just, well, it's just way too far for them. Or if they come, they just come for half a day to see probably the Crusader tunnels, you know, the Templars tunnels, you know, Knights of the Temple tunnels. Yeah, maybe I also have video of those as well. So many tours are coming your way. Many tours are coming your way. I know I'm not being coherent, but that's okay. And I mean, it shows everywhere. In the old city, the prices are very low, like very low. Mitzapozim, the fresh orange juice costs like 10 shekels here in the old city in the shuk, just where like everybody goes and everybody buys. You know, just this. And in the port, it's like 20 shekels, 25 shekels. You see, it's a big difference, and it's everywhere. So Akko is still, I would say, in this regards, pretty. Hi, Jalil. Hi, I'm so happy you've been able to join, even though I'm about to wrap it up because I'm pretty sure, yeah, if I move any further, I will lose you and wouldn't be able to connect again because I'm in the old city of Akko. But the recording of the live stream is going to stay on my YouTube, and I will share it in open access for everyone to watch. And I believe it's a good teaser for the tours I'm going to be running. And I think I've promoted Echo well enough, you know, just also to visit, not virtually, but in person in Beverly. I think I think some things have changed for the better because of the restoration. So finally, there is so much has been going on, and you know, many locals actually say that. Also, many tour guides that I know, they say that Akko is still so underestimated, and still there is it's so so much unknown, so much not really discovered and studied. Um, Lovely family. His the father is teaching his son to fish. So thank you so much for joining this. Um, well, we have like have 14 people, but like I mean, I've had so much fun. Really, I have I really enjoyed it. So that's basically it. So the absolutely, I would say, a virgin type of city, Akko, in terms of like tourism and all these things. Gregory, thank you so much. Thank you. So that's the sea. That's the lighthouse. Uh, I'm I'm a huge fan of lighthouses. So if anyone could also take a screenshot of this with the beautiful lights, I would really appreciate it. It's a pity we cannot access the lighthouse, visit the lighthouse where you can stay there because it's a hotel, and it's my dream to stay at a lighthouse hotel. Well, that will happen at some day. Someday it will happen. Thank you so much, Cheryl. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining this very unexpected live stream. Thank you so much for bearing with me. My emotions, Jalil, I was being quite emotional. Um, yeah, thank you so much. So very soon I will be scheduling Aqua tours ahead of many other tours that I have been planning to do. Of course, Jerusalem is not going anywhere. So Jerusalem, Via Dolorosa, we are doing Via Dolorosa and Via Dolorosa Plus, because you know I'm not only taking you to those 14 stations, but also places around it that you know kind of well add to the picture and testify, you know, some things about the stations, about Via Dolorosa. This will be it. Enough of that. I still have things to film for you in the beautiful light. So this is it. Thank you so much for joining. Again, in the description to the tour, I have left some links to support me. But again, I'm not doing it for the money. I'm doing it for um, for the love of Akko. So thank you so much. And yeah, I will be switching the camera and showing you the sea. Please, I'm asking you, I'm begging you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I know there's not really much content there, but please, I promise there will be more in the future. And yeah, so yeah, this will be it. Thank you so much, everyone. And I am wrapping this up, and I will figure out how to share the recording of the live stream. Bye bye.